wanna hear the truth? You got one choice, straight from the source. The real viewpoint, it's the player's voice. I'ma say how it is, it's the player's voice.
Okay, so then, what are you guys thinking at the end of regulation?
We weren't thinking. We ran and tackled her to the bench. We almost knocked the entire bench over because we were so excited. And then, you know, Coach P just came, calmed us all down, and that was our 6th overtime game. We were 5-0 going to that point. So I remember Shay coming in and saying, "No, overtime is our time," and that became the motto from there on out.
Okay, and I think we all know what happened in overtime. I guess we'll start with, how sad was that?
In overtime?
Just after the game was over. After the game was over.
I feel bad.
Oh, I mean, it was obviously disappointing. Like, when you get to that point, get to that level, you train so hard to get there, and knowing that, the first half we played well, in the second half, definitely they stepped their game up, but it was definitely disappointing.
And I'm sure you guys were all excited. With you being a freshman, did you win a national championship your freshman year, or did you just think this was going to happen every year?
I did. we had the tools and the players to do it, but I think it's more than what you have on paper. It comes down to a lot of other things. Stars were aligned for us that night. My other 3 years, it was other teams' time. So luckily we got one.
You've had a lot of success athletically in yourself, and you just seem so happy. Speak about that.
Oh man. At the end of the game, I was just like, wow. And when I hopped over, everything that day was just wow. When I came over the rail, I remember I looked to my left, and I think Monique was sitting on the bench. No, and honestly, and I know how much we hate Duke. I know how much it's a Maryland hate Duke thing, this, that, and the third, but at that moment, I actually, just as an athlete, and I hate Duke. There's no mistake about it. There's no hiding that. But just because you hate them don't mean you can't respect them. And I used to tell the girls when I used to speak to them at the ACC tournament, I said, you know what? I feel like I'm cheating on y'all, because if I want to watch good defense, I have to watch Duke play. Because one thing Duke does very well is they play defense. So when I looked down there and I looked at Monique for a split second, I was like, damn. Then I was like, I'm glad she didn't get the ball for the rest of the half, for the rest of the overtime. And then, for me, just with the whole Mystics thing, to be able to have 2 of my girls that I've been cheering for 4 years, 2 girls that I couldn't cheer for, but that I had the utmost respect for me to come and watch the Mystics play, to be able to have, people always ask me, why do you love women's basketball so much? I say, well, I got 4 reasons right here. And you throw in AB, you throw in Elena, and then you look at this Mystics team. I think in the WNBA 1 through 3, there's nobody in the WNBA that's better than this Mystics team. And I have the utmost confidence that the same confidence I had in her and her at Maryland. I got that same confidence here because I know I got Maryland and also got Duke. So I'm pretty excited about this year, and I'm pretty excited about what the Mystics can do.
Monique, I've been watching you play for years from when you were at Duke, and the one question I always had just by watching you play is like, are you even trying? You just do it so effortlessly. It's just so smooth.
Right.
It just looks easy. I mean, she might go a whole quarter without scoring and then just drop 8 points in a row, just like it's.
I've just been playing basketball for a long time, and it's fun for me. And to be able to do what I love, I just try to go out there and play. So. That's what I do. I'm from DC. You know how I don't know if you're from DC, but basketball is our thing. So, Florida boy, okay. Basketball is our thing. Everybody plays, and that's just what I do.
What's your experience been like, Lindsey? I know you had a injury, bouncing back from your injury. How's that going for you?
I feel really good. My first season, I felt that I was playing really well my rookie season, then I got hurt. And it took, I think, about an entire year for me to feel back to myself. So this year's been really good.
Do you girls feel like you got more recognition on a college level than you do on a professional level?
Yeah.
Why do you think that is?
Marketing, a lot has to do with marketing. I mean, they don't market the WNBA that much. It's a lot more college.
Y'all feel that?
I just think it's so much, I mean, when it's like a college, whether you follow football, lacrosse, or basketball, it's your college that's playing, so you kind of cheer for that thing. So it's trying to get, everyone to follow, especially in Washington, like the Mystics, this is your team. Maryland, like this is your team. But I think at the college level, it's easier because most people graduated from somewhere, went somewhere, and they always want their team to do well.
You still feel like you have a lot of your Duke followers following you guys here in D.C.?
What's crazy is a lot of the season ticket holders that I met, most of them have been Maryland fans, and they've been watching me my whole career, and Monique and everyone, so like I'm getting a lot of Maryland fans now and also a lot of Duke fans.
Does that feel weird?
Not at all. Don't worry about it. It would have been weird if it was UNC. No, I think it's great. I think just like he said, it's like they had their little rivalry, but now it's like we've all come together and they see that and they're cheering for everybody.
When the Maryland play, you don't like Maryland?
When I go to the games and I see all these Maryland T-shirts and stuff, I don't like them.
So what about when Maryland plays Duke now?
I think it's,
What I think about what?
What about when Maryland plays Duke now? Any rivalry in the locker room?
We're always overseas when that happens, so I don't really know what goes on.
Okay. And everybody gets along fine in the locker room now?
Yeah, we're friends.
We're all friends now? Okay. All right, well, thanks a lot for all of your time. We appreciate it. Best of luck to all of you this season coming up, Mr. Jordan, yourself included.
Yes, sir.
And best of luck.
Thank you.
Thank you.
PlayersVoice.com, and you should log on, cause we put the sports back in sports talk, no gossip. No, if it ain't about the real, we don't want it. We hitting y'all off with what other sites don't give. From NFL to the NHL, hear the story, find the source, then we let